Who is that kid? Tsukishima asked, looking Kageyama dead in the eyes. The ravenet sighed, fiddling with his fingers as he hesitated. It's you, Tsukishima. That's you, Kags responded. Tsuki stared in confusion, hints of shock hidden behind his amber eyes. You can't be serious, the blonde whispered, still looking into those dark ocean eyes of the ravenets. Kageyama simply stared back at Tsukishima, saying nothing, not letting out a single word, nor a single sound. God, you're serious. I guess you just forgot about me after some time when I moved here, which I don't blame you. I'm pretty easy to forget about. Kageyama spoke, trying to bring closure to the blonde, instead only bringing himself down in the process. Double quotes no. Trust me, I would have remembered you if something happened when I was younger, and I got brain damage. I pretty much forgot everything from before I was around 13, I believe, Tsukishima said, taking a step towards the raven. Kageyama looked up in worry. What do you mean? What happened? I was in a car accident with my aunt and uncle. They came out fine, but apparently, I didn't. It's fine though. My parents told me it was for the best if I didn't remember anything from my childhood. So they didn't want you to remember me? Kageyama questioned. Tsukishima shrugged. Maybe. You know how they could, I think. Kag smiled, looking down at the ground. This whole time, he thought the blonde didn't recognize him, but in reality, it was due to an accident. Well, if you're still up for it, we should start heading over to the cafe, Kageyama said. Tsukishima smiled, nodding. The two left the ravenet's bedroom and walked down the stairs. It seemed that Kag's aunts had gone out. Kageyama grabbed his house keys and the two walked out. It didn't take long for them to arrive at the cafe. They ordered their drinks. The same girl who had given Tsukishima her number twice was at the cashier. Oh hey, you never called me, you know. She giggled. Tsukishima chuckled, mentally yelling at himself. Sorry, I forgot. I've been pretty busy lately, he said. Kageyama stared at the two as they talked. He felt a sting in his heart, knowing exactly what it was. He hated it, really. Sure, he's felt jealous before, but not like this. His heart ached as he watched Tsukishima hand a small paper to her. The piece of paper contained his phone number. She giggled, thanking the blonde. Kageyama looked down at the floor, fiddling with his fingers. He remembers clearly that he felt this way when he was younger, remembering it like it was yesterday. 7-year-old Kageyama was sitting on a swing, and 8-year-old Tsukishima sat on the swing beside him. The two were giggling and laughing, talking and having their usual kid conversation. It was a break in school. The kids were running around and playing with each other. All of a sudden, a girl came up to the two. She had gone to the swings for Tsukishima, having something to say to him. T.S. Tsuki, I like you, Kageyama heard her say. Tsukishima, who remained sitting on the swing, flushed red, hopping off and ruffling the girl's hair. Kageyama knew that it meant he felt the same. He would only ruffle one's hair if he liked them. He knew that because the blonde told him so. The ravenet felt a sting in his heart, one that hurt him emotionally. That was the moment that he realized he loved Tsukishima, and Kageyama never stopped loving him. After he moved, after he learned Tsukishima was now a famous model, after learning that Tsuki forgot about him, he didn't blame the blonde for forgetting, however. Seeing him laughing with the girl hurt him. He knew what his sister would say, to move on, find someone else, but Kageyama couldn't. He didn't want to. He couldn't believe that the girl would go after the blonde after Kags told her how much he liked him. She even promised that she didn't like Tsukishima that way. Jealousy and betrayal really isn't a good mix when it comes to Kageyama. However, there was nothing he could do. Tsukishima didn't feel the same towards him. He was losing hope. Oh, look at that. Your drinks are ready. The cashier girl smiled. And my break starts now. Why don't I join you two? She asked. Of course. Come on. Tsukishima smiled. Kageyama stayed silent the whole time, following the two towards a round table. The girl had her own drink already made, sitting beside the blonde. Kageyama was about to sit down as he saw the girl kiss the blonde. Not on the cheek, not on the forehead, nowhere innocent, really. Right on the lips. The other two completely forgot that Kageyama was there. The ravenet let out a quiet sigh, grabbing his coffee. He walked out of the cafe, tears running down his face. To be continued.